Got an update for you about what's happening with those bats in Charters Towers. They were getting pyrotechnics and gas cannon shot at them by a contractor the local council had hired in an effort to get rid of them from the park in the middle of town where they'd been living for decades. Almost immediately, there were photos of bat pups lying at the bottom of trees because their mothers hadn't been able to get back to them to look after them. According to the laws of the land, which have this whole dedicated code of practice, the whole thing should have been put on pause the moment it was shown that there was harm caused to one bat and the potential to cause harm to more bats. An independent expert needed to be brought in and determined that there was no risk at all that this would continue to happen to more bats. But that didn't happen. Even as more reports of harmed bats kept showing up every morning, the council kept pushing. They pushed those bats with more pyrotechnics and more gas cannons until eventually it was forced to move a short distance away to a horse paddock just outside of the town, which is also not where the council wants them to be, but there's a lot less residents complaining about the bats when they're in a horse paddock than when they're in a park in the middle of town. And it just so happens that right after the bats moved out of the center of town where the council wanted them removed from, they suddenly realized that the risk of pup abandonment is too great to ethically continue with their relocation, which seems like a very convenient time for them to realize that what they were doing was not ethical. And it's only a temporary pause. They're going to send their contractors in early next year to get them to move even further away. What appears to have happened is the council has waited until it got its own way before putting animal welfare and conservation first. And I don't think they should just be left to get away with that. I put something in my bio if you want to help out.